Howdy, everybody. Coming at you again with part two of this three-part series. This one is going to have different colors, same colors, but in a different way. I really hope you enjoy this one. I'm really excited about this one. And actually the whole series. So stay with me and we'll get right into it. All right here we got, I'm gonna speed this up real quick. It's just me doing the base thing again, just to cover part of the canvas so that you can make sure everything gets covered once all the paint gets down. I'm using the rose pink again, except for this time it's gonna be the base coat. And as you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm covering more of one side than I am the other, and I didn't like it, so I'm wiping it off and then just kind of like fixing it up a little bit. Like I said in the last one, you want to make sure that you get everything fixed up while the paint is still wet, because once it's dry, it's going to be nearly impossible to get any fixes done or whatever. All right, now we're going to do the base coat. I love this color. It's such a yummy color. Ugh. I'm just going to blow that out just like last time. Pretty much everything is just like the last one. And just going to try to get full coverage on this part. The paint that's underneath the canvas right now, once I'm done with all of the pieces, I'm going to take that paint and I'm going to scrape it into a container. If you haven't seen my other videos, I got a video that shows exactly what I do with those paints, how I get it fixed up and mixed up and mix it with stuff, and just reuse it and recycle it and have a good time with it, man, because I love getting into some paint. I really do. It's really fun for me. Like, I like doing there's certain artists that do like one technique or whatever, they stick with that. I like doing them all. I like trying to experiment with all of them because it's always something new, and no two paintings look the same, and it's amazing to me. I love the way the paint flows. I think that's probably the most reason why I like doing this along with doing the brushwork. Is I like the way the paint flows on this one, like with this whatever. I don't know. I just like it. Okay, I'm trying to explain it and I don't know how, and just leave me alone, and yeah. So I'm just going to finish this up and get this taken care of, and hopefully we'll get the next part going here in a second. Looks like I didn't have enough paint to go all the way around, and plus I'm trying to fix stuff up, so I'm just going to go ahead and patch this up a little bit, get everything covered, make sure everything's nice and neat and level and ready to go. Get the sides taken care of. It's just, this part is more of like you want to do it before it's too late, and I cannot stress enough, you just want to make sure you get everything nice and clean and neat before it dries or before you go to the next step. Just make sure you're thorough and take your time with it. Just take your time with it. All right, so we're going to come in here with the white for the edges. If you remember the last one, I put the white on the edges and just flattened it out and made sure that everything was level. And it's going to be the same with this, but we're just going to use different colors in different places. Like last time it was the dark reddish wine color. That was the base coat with the white on the edges. Now it's going to be the rose pink with the white on the edges. And we're going to use some of that rose inside for the blowout colors. And you can see I got a little bug trying to, oh my goodness. Hopefully I see it. I don't know if I'm going to see it. I think I will. Right, apparently I don't see it yet. It's just camping out there. I guess the smell of the paint or whatever it is, they are attracted to it like crazy. But he can't get out. Him stuckies. And I'm going to get the other side. Hopefully, dang, I believe I ain't seen it yet. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry, Mr. Feller. Sorry. All that preparation. It took me all that time to do that, and then they just want to camp out. Oh, those guys, little rascals. So yeah, I'm gonna get the other side. It's the same. There's not really a whole lot more to say about it. You can kind of see what's going on here. And I usually, like I said, I just like to take my time and just enjoy it, get in the zone, just relax a little bit and try to do it. The worst part, the most stressful part for me is how this is going to dry. That is the part that stresses me out, because you never know with temperature and moisture in the air and stuff like that. It depends on so many things on how well or how bad this is going to dry, if it cracks or whatever. So I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure that it doesn't happen. And hopefully it works out really, really well. Because I do put a lot of time and effort into this, setting this stuff up. It's not just me painting, it's me setting this stuff up, mixing paints, things like that. And it does take a lot of work. So I'd like for it to dry properly, so that it looks pretty and so that it matches with the set or whatever. But enough about all that. Now I'm just kind of trying to figure out what the crap I'm doing next. Okay, I guess it looks like I'm getting ready to start pouring down a thing. Now this was the base coat for the last painting. For the first one, this was the base coat, the red wine color. And all that stuff doesn't matter, little drips and stuff right there. It doesn't matter that much because it's all going to get blown out. But I just want me being anal about it, I suppose. And this is the magenta. I mixed it up last time because it was so much lighter than what it is when, in the tube. But yeah, this is definitely the magenta, Quinacridone Magenta. And I love this color. It's probably one of my favorite colors of all time. And I'm not a pink person. I don't really care much for pink. But I love this color. It's a beautiful, yummy color. So I'm going to put a little bit of extra of this color down because I want this to be predominant color. I'm only going to put just a little bit of the wine colors, the purple and the red wine colors. I'm only going to put it slightly because those can take over a whole lot. Like you could end up making it all that dark color because it takes over. So just a little bit of that. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my gold once I'm done fiddling again. Yeah, I did not realize how much faffing about I do on this. It's just, it's all going to get covered anyway, but I'd like for it to be nice and neat. That's just me. I like for it to look as nice and clean and polished as possible. So eventually I'm going to get this gold. Here we go. I got the gold. I know it don't look like gold, but it's going to dry like gold. Like I said, it's always super, super bright. A lot more pastel because I got the glue that I use. I do use Elmer's glue, and sometimes I use Floetrol, but I'm not a big fan of Floetrol. I've never been able to get it to work like I want it to, and I'm not a huge fan of cells. I like for it to be nice and flowy and clean. I don't really care much for cells. Cells are good in some ways. I mean, and they're beautiful when other people do it, but when I do it, no. So, I mostly use the Liquitex pouring medium. That stuff is really expensive, but I use it sparingly. And then I use the Elmer's glue. The Elmer's glue, I like it because not only is it cheap, but it extends the paint, and I don't know, it's just, I like the effects of it. It makes stuff smoother and gives it more life. But it also, whenever it's being mixed with the paint, it tends to change the color of the paint until it's dry. But if you know what the color looks like, and you can do test colors and stuff like that, do a little test on a piece of scrap cardboard or something and let it dry. And before you start this, all that preparation that I was telling you about that I do before I start painting, stuff that you don't see. But yeah, just a little testing, and do a few drops of it and see how it's going to dry, and then that way you can decide what colors you want to use and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'll let you look at this. Okay, looks like I am done. Do a few little tweaks like I always do, because I can't just leave it. So I'm gonna blow it out a little bit and just kind of make it look like I want to, well, how I envision. Now, for me, the blowout over the white is a little bit too much. I wish I had had more white showing, but I actually do like it because the white sort of makes the colors pop a little bit. You'll see when I bring it in for a close-up. I like how it's going over the edges on this side. I like how I got that pop of color on this side, the brownish, it looks brown, the red wine and the pink or whatever. I like how that solid colors there that, contrast with the soft edges. And yeah, I really, really, really like how this turned out. I love that pink background. It actually makes it really soft and nice and neat. And I can't leave it alone. I know. I leave it alone. Yes, I know, but I can't. So you leave me alone. That's how that works. No, but I'm gonna try. I'm still looking at it. I need to stop looking at it, because every time I look at it, I see something else that I want to do, and it's just fiddle. I'm trying to keep my hair and keep my hair and my shirt and everything out of it, and have this big splatter thing on there. But that's it. Okay, we got the wet results here. I love how this turned out. The colors are super nice and bold, and it came out just like I wanted it to. And it's gonna dry a whole lot darker. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me, guys. Thanks a lot for being there to watch the whole thing, and I'll see you later. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.